trying to look like I'm all in shape for the World Cup.
Hey everybody, I'm Joey Lado Jr.
And I'm Cheeks.
And we're the good guys, and we have a special show for you today.
Always a special.
Special. Our topic today is the World Cup 2018.
Yes!
FIFA
We've waited so
soccer,
long.
baby.
Look at this.
This is beautiful, this thing, baby. At the end of our show, we'll have to hold it, hoist it up, man. Anyways, this is a big thing.
Yeah, I see you're wearing something colorful.
Whew,
What is that?
Very colorful. Team
Croatia,
baby. Team Croatia.
You never know, right?
No, never
They
know.
have the team to do it this year.
They do have the team to do it, but I'm afraid that I think there's too many. What's the word I'm looking for?
Too many good teams? Too many variables?
There's a lot of great players.
Croatia doesn't like the new soccer ball?
Great players. They have fantastic players. Don't get me wrong. They have great players, but I think there's too many not attitudes, but people who are very independent on the field.
And that could be a factor.
I think it's
psychology is a big thing for the World Cup.
Yeah.
You got to be in the zone.
Yeah, so I mean, and this year's World Cup is in Russia. This is a big thing. Russia's been waiting for this for a long time.
See, Joey's got his Croatian jersey, and I can't even wear mine, really. I should be ripping this off.
Why is that?
Oh my God, Italy! What's the matter with you guys? They haven't been in. They've been in the World Cup from 1958. This is the first time since 1958 that Team Missouri has not been in the World Cup. It's a travesty. I know if you're Italian out there like me, it was like, oh, you were crying when it happened, but it is what it is. I got to move on and find another team.
Now, I'll tell you one thing though. You know what? A World Cup without Italy doesn't feel like a World Cup. It really doesn't. And it's a bad thing in so many ways, marketing ways, because, there's a lot of Italians who love watching football, and which is soccer, and possibly might not be watching it as much because Italy's not in it, right? Or not watching the other teams who they're going to be versing or whatever. So it is a shame, and it's the first time in 60 years they haven't made it.
It's just the spirit of the game. When you have the major teams, it's just like if Brazil wasn't in the World Cup, or France, or Germany, or England. You kind of expect some of these teams to be there, and you look forward to it. You get to wave those flags, you buy the paraphernalia, you get it all involved. But when it doesn't happen, you know what? I'm still going to watch the World Cup. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's been 4 years. It's nice to have your own team, and you feel it. But at the end of the day, even when your team gets knocked out, like Croatia gets knocked out, you go find another team, right?
It is a possibility.
Right.
Iceland, got to watch out for them.
That's why there's so many different teams. And it's always fun because you never know what crazy team, like the Kiwis, Australia.
Oh, I know.
Who
would have thought that they
all
would
it
have
takes
even
is
gotten
one
in there?
fun player wearing some different hair or did something dance, and then everyone's like shaking it for this guy.
Anything can happen in any game. The tides can turn in 1 second, and a goal can happen, and there goes the game. And it just takes 1 second. That's it. And trust me, I know. I lived it. I've done it. I've lived it through my son. I've lived it through myself. I've seen it. I've been there. I've done that. Right? Italy not being also in this, after 18 straight appearances, 4 World Cup titles that they've had, and not just that, Italy, as of June 7th of this year, was ranked 19th worldwide. So for them not even being in the top 32,
19th,
being
that's
ranked
good.
19th, that's weird. It is strange. And they lost to Sweden. And for them, and people underestimated Sweden. And I think the problem was so did Italy. It is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
We have to move on.
We gotta wait.
Give
them 4 years to breathe.
I would love for Croatia to win. I don't believe that they will win. I think they have the talent, they have the players to do so. But as much as I would love them to win, I think there's too many independent players on that team, that want to take control of the team. Like you have Modric, who's a phenomenal player who plays for Real Madrid. He's a great player. You know, you have all these Croatian guys who play for all these different teams, and you're putting them all on one team, and it's not like back in in the 90s when Croatia was in there the first time, and you had first-time players like Suker and Bozic and all these other guys, right? Like they're all eaches.
They're learning to play with those people together, and it's
Suker
tough.
was awesome. He was my favorite player of all time, number 9. First year guy wins the Golden Boot, and Croatia came in third that time. I'm very proud of Croatia.
Can you see this? He's going on about Croatia. This is a new show just talking about Croatia.
No, we got to get out.
But I think what Joey was trying to say is that everybody has a shot in the World Cup. 32 teams, they all have a shot because they qualified. So even though you may make fun of someone like Senegal or Iceland, Iceland.
Those Vikings, man, they're tough. They are tough. So, anyways, Cheeks actually brought something up to me and said, there was 2 new teams, first time ever appearing in this World Cup. And I didn't believe him. And I actually just looked it up just while he was just gone for a few minutes. And it does seem to be true.
Yes.
It does seem to be true. Panama, first time ever appearance in the World Cup. Fantastic. And what was the other team?
Iceland.
But people think that Iceland was, but no, it was in the UEFA Championships where Iceland actually had proven themselves and actually started ranking up and up.
They did pretty good.
They did fantastic. They really proved themselves. Actually, absolutely. They beat Croatia. They're a strong team. They really are a strong team. People, I think, have to really watch out for them. And I'm kind of sad because they're in my group. And I was kind of crying when Pele was picking out those balls and what groups were where. So I was watching that. So
do you play better when your balls are frozen? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
But what we are gonna do is we're gonna name all the groups and all the teams that are in this year's FIFA World Cup 2018 in Russia.
Group A.
Group A: Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Uruguay. Who do you pick?
Well, out of those, I was thinking it would be...
top 2.
Top 2 would be Russia and Egypt.
Really? My top 2 is Uruguay first, Russia second.
Well, remember, Egypt has a star player.
Okay.
And we're going to see if this star player, Salah, will actually show us the money.
And he plays in the English Premier League. So,
top scorer, top player, Premier.
Apparently, we'll see how Premier he really is.
So, this is like a rising star. Everyone's talking about this guy. And I didn't know about him, but I saw it on like Facebook and everything. So you never know. And the other reason I think Russia's going through is because it's a host team.
Yeah, and they have home field advantages.
They have that drive to get through the first to show their people national pride. So go Russia.
All right, Group B, we got Portugal, Spain, Morocco, and Iran.
Oh, I don't know. You can obviously think your picks.
My pick, number 1, I think will be Spain, and number 2 will be Portugal.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah.
I don't even know about Morocco and Iran.
Well, don't underestimate Morocco. Iran also, they've been in the World Cup before too. Same with Morocco. But, don't underestimate Morocco or Iran. Anything can happen. But,
two top teams, Spain and Portugal, they got to go through. It'd be an would it be? It'd be an upset. It'd be an upset. But you never know. That's what makes the World Cup so fun, these upsets.
You never know what can happen. So, upsets are always fun too.
Next up.
Group C, we got France, Australia, Peru, and Denmark.
Ooh. I think France is for sure, because they've been shining lately. Yeah. And they got a young team, and they're always good. So I'm going to say France for sure. And my underdog pick is Australia.
You're going to pick France first, Australia second, eh?
I said Kiwis before, which was wrong. Kiwis, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
So I apologize. But it's not Kiwis.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
If that gets kept in the video, hey, it was an honest mistake. But yeah, go Australia and France.
I would love to see Australia go.
Well, they've always been in it.
I honestly think. Well, no,
they try hard. They've always been in it. It seems.
But I think France will be number 1, and for number 2, I think it's going to be a surprising upset to Denmark. I think Peru is going to actually make it through.
Peru?
I think France, Peru.
Peru.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been.
It's
pretty tough
Peru
lately.
for you.
It's Peru for me.
And you got the Peru colors. Isn't some red in Peru?
Red and white, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the color. I think it's red and white.
Italy's not in it, so I don't care.
So Group D, Group D is my group. We have Argentina, Iceland, Croatia, and Nigeria. So,
one of your picks is Croatia.
well, I think it
You have
will
to
be
say
number
Croatia.
1 Argentina. I think number 2, just barely Croatia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but you know.
Final answer?
Argentina, Croatia.
Well, I believe, Joey, that Argentina for sure. I think this is
Yeah.
Messi's year. So I believe he's going to make it all the way out, and he's going to get to the very close or even the final. And you
yeah.
never know. So Argentina for sure. If he doesn't, it's total upset.
Yeah.
And then the next three, well, I don't know, man. But I have this feeling that Iceland's going to show up again. So I'll say Iceland.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's that one. I'm not gonna touch that one.
But I really want Croatia to win for Joey. So there you go.
All right. So Group E, we have Brazil, we got Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia.
Ooh, well, Brazil for sure. I'd say Brazil for sure,
Okay.
and I'd have to go with Switzerland. They played really, really well,
You know what? They have been playing well.
and it surprised me, and I can't believe it. In the last Euro Cup was the
Yeah,
European
yeah.
Cup. What's with Switzerland?
I know.
I thought they were
It came
happy
out
and
of
neutral. I
nowhere.
didn't know that they just go nuts
I
and
know.
terrorize teams.
It has been just recently. They've been going crazy, right? So
Do they even have a Swiss league? A soccer league?
I believe so. Yes.
Wow. Well, anyways.
So I picked Brazil. Yes, number 1. But I also pick. I mean, there are 3 good teams now: Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia. Serbia, don't underestimate them. They're also a very good team. But I think Costa Rica is going to actually squeak by there.
Costa Rica. So you got
Brazil,
that's their
Costa Rica.
first. Oh no, you picked Peru before, right? As one of the
Yes.
teams. So
France
I
and
haven't picked
Peru.
the South American team, but you've picked 2 of them.
Yeah.
And well, actually, in Brazil, that was a for sure.
No,
but-
Costa Rica is
oh yeah,
Central.
Central America.
Yeah.
Okay, Group F. We have a powerhouse in Germany.
Germany, Mexico, Sweden, and South Korea.
Germany should be an easy pick anytime.
Absolutely.
The way
They're-
they've been playing the last 10 years.
and they're defending champions. You know, so yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to be number 1.
Okay,
in that
this
group.
is tough. Which is the next one? You got Mexico, Sweden, or Japan? Is that
My-
Japan? No, South Korea.
South Korea. So
South Korea.
my next one would be, for me, Mexico's going to be number 2 in that one.
You know what? I thought Sweden was always doing pretty well. But you know what? I think this is Mexico's year.
I think Mexico. Yeah, they beat Toronto.
Yeah.
They
They beat Toronto.
Hey,
They're going
but
all the way.
We have to be proud of our TFC boys, man.
Yeah.
We are definitely proud of our TFC boys. So way to go, TFC, going all the way.
Good job.
Down there. That was awesome. You know, we're very proud of you guys.
So now Mexico is warmed up from the Toronto boys. So
Absolutely.
Mexico is squeaking in with
All
Germany.
right. So Group G, we have Belgium, Panama, Tunisia, and England.
Automatically we'll say England because I think that they've had such hardships and it looks like they're a tough old team. England for sure.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to take Panama
Are you?
just as a little squeaker.
I'm gonna surprise him right now. All right.
Surprising.
England, I think, is going to come number 2.
Okay.
And I actually think that Belgium's going to come number 1 in that one.
I've heard good things about Belgium.
Yeah, I think
So-
Belgium's going to be number 1.
I'll
I
leave that
think
to your
England
pick.
number 2.
We'll see what happens.
Yep. So Group H, last group, we have Poland, Senegal, Colombia, and Japan.
For sure, I think it's going to be Poland, and I'm not too sure about Senegal. Don't know them, so I'll probably go with Japan. Wow. It's been so long for these guys. Let's see them get through. Yeah, go crazy. You never know.
You know, if
Japan and Poland.
If that happens, I will be underdogs all the way. That's awesome. That'd be like completely crazy awesome. I would love to see
Poland for sure, right? Do you agree with Poland?
No.
They've been playing very well.
No, but I don't believe Poland will actually go.
Okay, so you're taking total opposite. Senegal, Colombia.
I'm picking Senegal. I'm picking Colombia first, and then Senegal second.
Okay, so Group H, we have a little craziness going on.
Absolutely, we're gonna have
I can't wait till one of these teams.
We're gonna have to come back after the first round is done. We're gonna have to do a first round analysis, and then we'll go.
So if I win, you're buying me sushi, and if you win, what are you gonna buy me? I don't know. What are you gonna buy?
I'm gonna buy you.
You're gonna buy me both.
I'm gonna buy him, and then I'm gonna buy him. That's pretty funny. That's a funky drink. What's that drink there?
It's just an energy drink because I needed the energy to go crazy tonight with this World Cup show.
Energy? What kind of energy drink?
It's blue raspberry from Spartan Elite.
Oh, didn't you did that on Product Patrol?
Did a product review. It's a natural energy drink that's from the U.S. and we did a review. Check it out. It's just
Nice.
Gives you that little extra go.
I like the color. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So with the World Cup coming up, first game, there's only one game on the opening day, which is June 14th. Opening game is obviously hosting team Russia versus Saudi Arabia. And that's going to be the only game of the day. They're going to have an opening ceremony. I can't wait to see their opening ceremony. Apparently, it's supposed
All
to be,
eyes on the first game.
It's supposed to be that's just the only game, right? So, and remember, people, there is a 7-hour difference, right?
7 hours. Hopefully everything's running up in that arena.
So basically, if your game starts at 3 p.m. over there, we're watching it at 8 a.m. here. And if it's a 9 o'clock a.m. game, get ready to wake up or don't go to sleep.
Oh yeah, they've had some morning games. It'd be screwed.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stay up
No.
late at night and not go to work the next day.
And that's the thing. You can't like wake up and go, what was the score? You got to watch it live. So you're screwed with some of these games. I just hope there's sometimes that it works out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, all my games, I'm lucky because they're either 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. for the first round. So, it's
This is
either
almost
7
like-
a.m. or 8 a.m. here.
This was almost like the Olympics. Remember the Olympics?
Yeah, the time difference, yep.
Where was it?
Yes,
China?
out there, yes.
And remember we couldn't watch them. It was too early.
Yeah, I know. And then sometimes you have to watch the reruns and without knowing.
Why don't they
who
just
did
turn
whatever.
back the clocks every 4 years?
Turn back the time.
So we can watch World Cup at good times. There's
Or
a tip.
Bring it back to North America.
Keep it in North America.
All right,
It's neutral.
So here's another thing. After the first day's game, they will be having every day a minimum of 3 games. So there'll be either 3 games or 4 games each day. And so until the first round's over, until it gets to the final 16, and then that's the second round, and then we'll go on.
And that's why it's so fun because it's spread out for like a month, right? So
because
you can watch all the games and get really involved.
Because it goes by groups. So after the 14th, the 15th is going to be Group A, and then and some of Group B, and then Group C and D, and then E and F, and and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be. Kind of.
So we have some fun facts about the World Cup in Russia.
All right.
Things that people need to know.
Things that
Don't we
make you go,
love this?
"Ooh."
Things that need to know. What do we need? The mascot.
The mascot is a wolf.
There's a wolf.
Yes.
And it was designed by a student named Ekaterina Bokarova. And it's Zabivaka.
Accent.
Zabivaka.
Yeah.
I love that. Zabivaka. Anyways, that's
Zabivaka.
the official mascot of World Cup in Russia.
Yeah, and the mascot,
people
he's
voted online for
he's
this.
really cool. And you know what? I have the mascot of a lot of the World Cups, and I remember World Cup 2002 out in South Korea, in Seoul, Korea. My dad was out there. He went out there and brought us back a whole bunch of stuff, and I have the squirrel the actual squirrel mascot.
And you didn't go?
No,
'Cause you're
I would love to
everywhere.
have gone. I would have loved to have gone to that, but I didn't go, unfortunately. No, but yeah, and their mascot is really cool looking. I really want to get
We'll
a
have a
stuffed
picture there
mascot
for
of that.
you.
Yeah, check that one out.
The theme, Joey, of the Russia World Cup was basically a dream of cosmic outer space exploration.
That's right.
All right, and you probably didn't know this, but we all learned this just recently. The identity was actually unveiled for this theme that they talked about. Was unveiled in October 2014 in space by the cosmonauts at the International Space Station, and then
ISS.
they projected it at a theater in Moscow.
Very cool.
So that probably would have been a big thing for them.
That is very cool.
Outer space, Joey.
I love space. I love space.
He loves it.
I love space. For all I know, I could be from outer space. I don't know. But I'm definitely
So
spaced
that's a
out.
cool thing to have a theme, right? Because then they can work around it and maybe sell things or whatever. But remember we were talking.
You know what? Hold on a second. Let me just take my face off. You'll see I'm an alien.
But you know what? Maybe there's an underlying theme here about why Russia has this theme. Space exploration, the space race. Are they getting back into the space race?
Well,
Is
they
this
definitely
rejuvenate that
Of course,
theme?
they have their own rockets. They have their, they have the ISS, but they also have their own portion of their space exploration too, right? So they have a lot of stuff. I mean, don't underestimate Russia. They have a lot of stuff out there.
So I have one other tidbit.
All right,
Okay.
shoot it.
This is the first time the World Cup has been hosted in Eastern Europe.
Google it, just in case we're wrong.
Google
it. Yeah.
So
Okay.
getting into the goodies of the World Cup,
All right. So
anything crazy this
something
year?
really crazy. I was looking at some of the odds, some of the Vegas odds of who's going to win the World
Are
Cup.
they ever
and,
right? Vegas odds for these?
They're pretty close.
Did they nail it?
I don't think they nailed it this year.
No.
I mean, I was kind of way out there when they put 1,000 to 1 to winning and two teams.
Yeah, if there's
one
32
was-
teams, 1,000 to 1, everyone's got a
one
shot.
was Panama, and the other one was Saudi Arabia for being 1,000 to 1 win. But
I believe it,
I
but
don't
maybe
think-
not Panama.
I wouldn't
They
put
could have a bit higher
1,000 to
chance.
1. Why would you say 1,000 to 1? Like, give them a good odd, like 100 to 1.
Maybe we should put
or
a
whatever.
couple thousand down.
But and then there was like 500 to 1, and then there was 250 to 1, 200, 150 to 1. And, Croatia was 30 to 1, Iceland was 30 to 1, and then you had
The real odds.
okay, so
The good ones.
Here are the top teams that Vegas picked. They picked, first of all, they picked Germany first, Brazil second, France, Spain, Argentina, Belgium, England, Portugal, Colombia, Uruguay, Russia, Croatia.
They have Portugal way too far on that list. Down.
Absolutely. And I think they kind of messed up on a lot of these. Like I don't think that Spain's going to be up there that much because okay, you have your world rankings, but okay, look at the way they've been playing. They've been champions. Hey, and don't get me wrong, they were great champions. They were winning everything all the time. World Cup,
Everything they won.
Euro Cup, they won everything.
They even
And then-
beat Italy.
and then Spain, kind of lost some players, and then just as they're starting to get older, and other teams are getting younger, and
There's a certain
more,
amount of teams. So those players they mesh and they get older.
Absolutely right. So, and I think now Spain. I think Spain is still a great team, but I don't think they're going to be up there.
So we have Germany at number 1 in the odds.
Yeah,
And Brazil
so-
number 2.
Brazil number 2. Yeah, and then France. And then
Can't count out France. They
No,
came close in the last Euro Cup.
France is a surprise. When France hosted, they won. They won, right? In '98, they won. I mean, France. You can't. No, France has always been, as far as I remember, seeing them.
They're always winning.
They're a tough team.
Yeah.
They have a tough.
They just
tough
keep getting
team.
newer players, and
Now,
then they
I don't
grow.
know if you remember the one thing I still
Don't say
remember
it.
from when in 1998 when France hosted and they won. Do you remember the headbutt?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody remembers the headbutt that France did, right? And it was just like, I don't know, it's just something that you always remember from every single World Cup, and that was the one I remember.
It wouldn't be talking about World Cup in Russia if we didn't have a little shot of vodka.
Oh, get out of here!
And a special vodka that Joey had talked about in one of our shows, The Good Guys.
Iceberg vodka.
He
The
said,
best.
remember,
Iceberg
I
vodka.
asked that you bring it on the show. You
That's
said
right.
you would bring it on the
That's
show and
right.
show us. He brought it.
It's a 1,000,000-year-old ice water that's in there. Iceberg, actual real iceberg water is in that, 1,000,000-year-old. Now I'm gonna pour mine so he doesn't over pour mine. So just give me a second so that I can pour mine.
Wish we had a soccer ball here. Get in the spirit of World Cup. I would do a bicycle
And you
kick, but
can-
not ready
I
tonight.
was gonna close it. There, you can pour yours there.
So, any other crazy things in this year's World Cup?
Go Croatia.
Go Croatia.
That's a crazy one, but go Croatia, man. I'm rooting for you guys. I really hope you guys pull it all together. I really would love to see this, you know.
I think the fumes got to me because I was just thinking about who was I thinking
Smell
about?
how strong mine is. It's so strong, man. Here, cheers to...
Cheers to the World Cup this year. We can't wait. We're excited. And doesn't matter who you're voting for. You're just going to get out, have fun.
That's right.
And mingle with other people who like other teams and enjoy it. You be friends. Enjoy your competition.
Absolutely. Have fun. Here's to the World Cup, to all the teams. Good luck, everybody. Cheers. Na zdrowie.
Go Argentina.
Smooth.
Oh, and go Australia. Oh, we were talking
Yes,
about the
Aussies.
wild shot. Who is the wild shot that you think who wouldn't have a shot?
Fun one. I would love to see Australia win. Honestly, I would love to see
So there's
Australia
with
win.
me, Australia.
But I'd also love to see Egypt.
You like to see Egypt win?
I would.
That's a long shot.
That's a very
They have
long
a shot.
And if Croatia doesn't go, I would love to see Iceland.
Well, that's cool. Iceland's a good pick.
Yeah. Let's go Aussies. Let's go Aussies.
Go Australia for a crazy win.
Let's go Aussies. I'd love to see you guys. I love the
Who's going
Australians.
to score more goals, Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi. Well, actually, I don't know. You know what?
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
I go with Messi.
Okay, but okay.
I think Ronaldo's just going to miss the net.
I think Ronaldo's gonna cry it out, and every shot
He's
is
going to
gonna
get
be
ejected
his.
because he shot tears on another player and got ejected.
I hope, you know what, I hope that FIFA actually stands up this time, and for people who start doing all these crazy dives and all this when people don't even touch you, I hope they start carding them and throwing them out of the game. Because that's not part of the game. That's not
So
the game.
that's your one pick
let's-
of something should get changed?
Absolutely. I think that should
Because
be
I have a
changed.
good one.
What's yours?
And I don't know when it'll ever be implemented, but it better be implemented, is no more penalty shootout. Get rid of it. It's not for a team sport. All the team has to play as a team. It's not one man versus one man. It's a team sport. And I know it's happened to our team, my team, Italy, many times. They lost in penalty shootout. You make it this far, 4 years of your life, and you have to lose just watching on the sideline? I don't think so. Fix that, FIFA.
Yeah, that's never going to happen, unfortunately. I know that for a fact. I know they're not going to take that out. Although I think that when it comes down to the final game, it definitely there should go full game, and then I think you should have an additional 45-minute halves until somebody wins, no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have 45 minute, and then you have 15, and then you have shootouts. I think you should go 45, 40, until somebody scores, and that's it. Somebody will score
You
eventually.
know what?
But
They should do that, but it's a team sport, right?
Yeah.
So that means each team should decide when they want to go to penalty shootout or start taking out players. I don't care what you do, but you come to a point where you both agree how you're going to fight it out at the end.
You know what? That's a good idea. Okay, so after you finish your 90 minutes, right? So then you're now into your extra time, right? And you do 45-minute halves again, like the next 90 minutes. But now with a man short on each side. And then if you go every 45 minutes, you'd have to take an extra man off. That would actually it would open the field up. It would actually be so interesting to see
It's at least
what
still a
would
team
happen.
sport, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But if we're
that would
playing,
actually be
if we're playing for like an hour in overtime, and before we get to the next overtime, we play that one, and then we're both tired, and it would have went to a shootout.
No, you got time in
yeah,
between,
but let's say it was going to go to a shootout, and we both played, but we said, you know what? We don't want to go to shootout. We want to keep playing you, and if you agree, we keep going. If you say no, I want to go to shootout, then obviously you go to a shootout.
Well, yeah.
Or
I
let
don't
us
like
decide,
I don't
right?
like the shootouts because
It's a battle to the end.
we've been there. I've been there.
You're tired. I know you're tired.
My son's team's been there. I've been there as a coach, and I've seen the boys. I know how devastating they are if they lose, but it's also you're on the edge of your seat, and you're like. You don't know what's going to happen. Is the goalie going to save it? Is the player going to miss it?
But that's not
Or whatever.
fair.
And I mean, I know it's not fair. And
It's not
at
a
the
team
pit of your
sport.
stomach. But after 29 shots for each team, for us and them,
Yeah, it's still not
then
fair.
we lost, and we came in second place in the season. And
Keep playing till you pass out.
it was exciting.
players off.
but it was
Make
fun.
the nets
It was
bigger.
This guy is crazy.
Make the ball smaller. Allow yourself to
I'm an
pick up
alien.
the ball. Throw it in the net.
I am an alien. I am.
Holy, I want some more vodka. Anyways, Joey looks like he's really out. Come back, Joey. Vodka time.
Hey, go! All right.
Anyways,
I'm Joey Lado Jr.
and I'm Cheeks.
And we're the good guys. We'll see you guys in the second round at the 16.
Yeah, enjoy the game. Bye-bye.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, Croatia! Croatia! I'd like to thank the astrogeology for human beings for letting me play. I'd like to thank the galaxy here, the Milky Way galaxy. I'd like to thank planet Earth. I'd like to thank everybody here on Earth for letting us aliens play. Thank you very much. Go Croatia! Go Croatia!
This commercial has been brought to you by